evening. Good evening. Good evening. We have evening, everyone. Today we have English day, so we recite Amitabha Sutra, a new translation, and we end up like 7:15. We have a few activities here in the monastery, so we need to end up earlier. Yeah. Freezing to death, we did not scheme. Started to death, we're not bad. Dying of poverty, we ask for nothing. We accord with conditions, we did not change. We did not change, we accord conditions. But we refer to our great principles, renounce our lives, the Buddha's work. We mold our destinies as a basic duty, rectify our lives to fulfill Sangha's role. In counting specific matters, we understand the principles. Understanding the principles, we apply them to specific matters. We carry on the single pulse of the Buddha's my transmission. Ask myself, do I fight? Ask myself, am I greedy? Ask myself, do I seek? Ask myself, am I selfish? Ask myself to pursue present advantage. Ask myself, do I lie? Ask myself, do I eat only one meal a day? Ask myself, do I always wear my precept sash? This from traditions of the Sijiri city of 10,000 Buddhas, and no one can change them. Incense in the censer now is burning high. All the Dharma and we see that from afar the sea vast hosts of Buddhas, all in hellish sweetness. Replace just clouds sincere and Chanda fulfilled. As all Buddhas show their perfect body, I Namo incense cloud get obi Bodhisattva I Namo says Glory, I Bodhisattva, I Namo Sans Claugedo Obi, I Bodhisattva, I'm Sattva. Namo Sivas Vodos Vas Lodos Full Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Sivas Lodos Full Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Sivas Lodos Full Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The Sutra of the Buddhas, teaching of Amitabha. Thus I've heard, once the Buddha Shakyamuni was staying in the Jeta Grove in Anapantika, Park and Shravasti. 1,250 members of this Bhikshu Sangha had gathered with him, all of them eminent arhats, known for their higher knowledge. Elder Shariputra was there with other great disciples, such as Mahamadhyana, Mahakasyapa, Mahakatayana, Mahakashila, Revata Sundibandata, Nanda Nanda, Rahula Gavanpati, Pindala Bharadavaja, Kaladain Mahakapina, Vakula Naniruddha. The Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas were also there. Dharma Prince Manjushri, Bodhisattva Jita, Bodhisattva Gandastin, Bodhisattva Nityadukta, and so forth, together with Shakra, chief among Devas, as well as multitudes for all the heavens. Just then the Buddha spoke to Elder Shariputra, saying, west of here, beyond trillions of Buddha lands, there is the land called utmost happiness. In that land, at this very moment, a Buddha named Amitabha is teaching the Dharma. Shariputra, why is the land called utmost happiness? The beings of this land never suffer, they're always happy, and so this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, this land of utmost happiness is surrounded by 7 trees or railings, 7 layers of netting, and 7 rows of trees, all of them formed from 4 kinds of treasures. For that reason, to this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, the pools in this land are made of the 7 treasures, and filled with water, and endowed with 8 fine qualities. Golden sand lies the bottom of every pool, and each is surrounded by stairways made of gold, silver, Vaidura, and crystal. They are pavilions adorned with gold, silver, Vaidura, crystal, grand clamshells, rubies, and carnelian, lotus flowers as large as carriage wheels. With these pools, the blue flowers shine with blue light, the yellow flowers shine with yellow light, The red flowers shine with red light, and the white flowers shine with white light. They are all wonders, fragrant and pure. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness, is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, in the Buddha land there is always celestial music playing, and the ground is paved with gold. 6 times a day in a rain of celestial mandava flowers falls. Early in the morning, beings in this land gather the wondrous flowers in the folds of their robes and make offerings to trillions of Buddhas yonder lands. At mealtime they return, eat their meal and walk in meditation. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness, is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, there are also many colorful and wonderful birds in that land. White cranes, peacocks, parrots, egrets, calavicats, and birds with 2 heads. 6 days a day these birds sing in elegant harmony. They proclaim the teachings, such as the 5 spiritual faculties, the 5 strengths, the 7 factors of awakening, and the Noble Eightfold Path. When the beings of this land hear these birds sing, they grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, do not say these birds have been born due to their misdeeds, and why in the land the 3 paths of misery do not exist. Even the names of this path are unknown there. Rather, Buddha Amitabha creates these birds by transformation, so that the Dharma can be widely heard. Shariputra, in the Buddha land the gentle breeze flows on roots of jewel trees and jewel nets, making wondrous sounds. It is as if hundreds of thousands of musical instruments were playing harmony. All those who hear these sounds naturally grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, this Buddha land is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, why is that Buddha named Amitabha? That Buddha's boundless light shines on all lands throughout the 10 directions. Nothing can obstruct it. That is why he is called Amitabha. Shariputra, that Buddha's life and the lives of this being in his land last through infinite many asamkhya kalpas. That is why this Buddha is also called Amitayus. 10 great kalpas have already gone by since he became a Buddha. Shariputra, among the disciples of this Buddha, there are infinitely many hearers of the teachings. All of them are huts. The numbers are beyond counting. The bodhisattvas in his assembly are also incountable. Shariputra, that Buddha land is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, beings who here are born in the land of utmost happiness, will never retreat on the path of awakening. Many will become Buddhas in their next life. The number are beyond counting, and one can only speak of them as limitless, boundless, and incorruptible. Shariputra, beings who hear of this should vow to be born in that and join with these good people. Shariputra, beings with a few blessings, virtues, and roots of goodness cannot be born there. Therefore, Shariputra, good man or woman who hear about Buddha Amitabha should always hold his name with no other thoughts. By doing this for 1 day, 2 days, 3 or 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, as long as 7 days, when they approach the end of their lives, Buddha Amitabha will appear in the form of them, together with his gathering of sages. When their lives come to an end, these people's minds will be clear, and they will be born in Buddha's Amitabha's land of utmost happiness. Shariputra, because I have seen these good results, I want you to know about them. All who hear what I have said should make the vow to be born in that land. Shariputra, just as I know praises the inconceivable merit and virtue of Buddha Amitabha. In the worlds to the east, they are Buddha Akshobhya, Buddha Sumeru banner, Buddha Great Sumeru, Buddha Sumeru's light, Buddha Wondrous voice, and others such as these, as many as the grains of the sand in the Ganges. Each of them is from homeland, show his hallmark of a wide and long tongue that covers the large billions word system. As he speaks these truthful words, all you living beings should believe in this sutra. Call praises of the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land and the protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the south, they are Buddha light of the sun and moon, Buddha light of renown, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha lamp of Sumeru, Buddha limitless vigor, and others such as these, as many as the grains of the sand in the Ganges. Each of them is homeland, shows the hallmark of the white and long tongue that covers a large billion word system. As he speaks these truthful words, all you living beings should believe in this sutra. Call praises of the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land and the protection of the care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the west, there are Buddha limitless lifespan, Buddha limitless hallmarks, Buddha infinite banner, Buddha great light, Buddha great brilliance, Buddha treasure hallmarks, Buddha life of purity, and others such as these, as many as the grains of the sand of the Ganges. Each of them is homeland, show the hallmarks of the wide and long tongue that covers a large billion world system. As he speaks these truthful words, all you living beings should believe in this sutra. Call of the inconceivable qualities the Buddha land and the protection of care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds of the north, there are Buddha blazing shoulders, Buddha excellent voice, Buddha invulnerable, Buddha born of the sun, Buddha nets of light, and others such as these, as many as the grains of the sand in the Ganges. Each of them is homeland, show the hallmark of the wide and long tongue that covers the large billion word system. As he speaks these truthful words, all you living beings should believe in this sutra. Call praises of inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land and the protection of care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds below, there are Buddha lion, Buddha renown, Buddha light of renown, Buddha Dharma, Buddha Dharma banner, Buddha Dharma practice, and others such as these, as many as the grains of the sand in the Ganges. Each of them is homeland, show the hallmarks of the wide and long tongue that covers a large billion word system. As he speaks these truthful words, all you living beings should believe in the sutra. Call praises of the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land and the protection of care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds above, there are Buddha Brahma voice, Buddha king of constellations, Buddha superior fragrance, Buddha light of fragrance, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha body adorned with colorful jewel flowers, Buddha king of Salatri, Buddha jewel flower of virtue, Buddha revealing all meanings, and Buddha like Mount Sumeru, and others such as these, as many as the grains of in the Ganges. Each of them his own land shows the hallmarks of a wide and long dam that covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in the sutra, called praises of the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land and the protection of all Buddhas. Shariputra, what do you think? Why the sutra called the protection of care of all Buddhas? Shariputra, the Buddhas will protect and keep in mind any man or woman who hears this sutra, accepts and upholds it, and who hears the names of all these Buddhas. They will never retreat on the path unto suppressed perfect awakening. Therefore, Shariputra, of you should believe and accept my words, and of all the other Buddhas teach. Shariputra, people who have already made a vow to be born in the Buddha Amitabha's land, or who are now making the vow, or who will make that vow, all are certain they never retreat off the path to unsuppressed perfect awakening. How we be born, are now be born, or have already been born in that land. Therefore, Shariputra, good man or good woman, who have faith should make the vow, I be born in that land. Shariputra just now praises the inconceivable merit and virtue of all these Buddhas. They also praises my inconceivable merit and virtue, saying, Buddha Shakyamuni does what is difficult to do, especially in the South world during the evil time of the time 5 trividities, the trividi of the Kalpa, the trividi of wrong views, the trividi of afflictions, the trividi of living beings, and the trividi of lifespans. Amid and this, Buddha Shakyamuni has realized and suppressed perfect awakening, and for all the sakes of living beings, he explained this teaching, which beings in the world find hard to believe. Shariputra should know that during the evil time of the 5 trividities, I've done what the heart to do. I've realized and suppressed perfect awakening, and for all beings I've explained this teaching, which is difficult to believe, is truly difficult. When the Buddha had finished teaching this sutra, Shariputra and the bhikshus, as well as the devas, humans, asuras, and others, rejoice, believe, and accept what I have heard. They bow in reverence and depart. End of the Sutra of the Buddha's teaching on Amitabha. Namo Amitabha Yedoto Chedo Yedodiyet Amiridabo Bi Amirido Jidanbo Amirido Pijalandi Amirido Pijalan Jemiri Jecheda Jedo Jari Zabo Namo Amidobo Yedodo Jedo Yedori Amiridobo Amirido Zidanbo Amirido Pijalan Amirido Pijalan Jemiri Jechena Jedo Jari Zabo Namo Amidobo Yedoto Jedo Yedodi Amirido Zidambo Amirido Bijalan Amirido Bijalan Do Jemini Jejena Jedo Jariza Oh Mokshan offering. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the 3 times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All beings are created from mind, wishing now to understand. All the Buddhas of the three times contemplate the Dharma realm. All beings are created from mind, wishing now to understand. All the Buddhas of the three times contemplate the Dharma realm. All beings are created from mind. Angela Diaz Abo, Angela Diaz Abo, Angela Diaz Abo. Namo Buddha Diri Jari Dari Dando Yedo Ye. Namo Buddha Diri Jari Dari Dando Yedo Ye. Namo Buddha Diri Jari Dari Dando Yedo Ye. Sandola Cheto Zabo, An Sandola Cheto Zabo, An Sandola Cheto Zabo. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddhas of the Ten Directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the Ten Directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the Ten Directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva of compassion, Guan Namo Earth Lord Bodhisattva, who rescued those in life and death. Namo Hanarvanananda, who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the Ten Directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the Ten Directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the Ten Directions. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva of compassion, Guan Namo Hestor Bodhisattva, who rescued those in life and death. Namo Nirvana, who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the Ten Directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the Ten Directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the Ten Directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva of compassion, Guan Namo Hestor Bodhisattva, who rescues those in life and death. Namo Nirvanananda, who stated all the teachings. We take refuge with the Buddha, we take refuge with the Dharma, we take refuge with the Sangha, we take refuge with the Buddha, honor as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, honor teaching as to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. Now we've taken refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Refuge with the Buddha, we take refuge with the Dharma. We take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, honor as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, all their teaching as to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. We've taken refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha. We take refuge with the Dharma. Take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, honor as the perfect one. Refuge with the Dharma, honor teaching as to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Buddhist karma done by body, speech, and mind, fruit and craving, anger, and delusion from beginner's time. Buddhists now repented all of this. Sentient beings, karma done by body, speech, and mind. Truth and craving, anger, and delusion from beginner's time. Sentient beings now repented all of this. Lonely spirits, karma done by body, speech, and mind. Truth and craving, anger and delusion from beginner's time. Lonely spirits now repented all of this. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Bearless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. An bola moring doring zabo. An bola moring doring zabo. An bola moring doring zabo. Anaruraji zabo. Anaruraji zabo. Anaruraji zabo. An bobo diri jedori dando yedo ye. An bobo diri jedori dando yedo ye. An bobo diri jedori dando yedo ye. An meye sadoa lan zan meye sadoa. An zan meye sadoa. Namo Zavadando Yedo Vadadidi Anzabolai Zabolai Hong. Namo Zavadando Yedo Vadadidi Anzabolai Zabolai Hong. Namo Zavadando Yedo Vadadidi Anzabolai Sambalai Ho. Namo Zulu Boye Rando Yedo Ye Tanzida Anzulu Zulu Balai Zulu Zabo. Namo Zulu Boye Rando Yedo Ye Tanzida Anzulu Zulu Balai Zulu Zabo. Namo Zulu Ye Dando Yedo Ye Dandudan Zulu Balai Zulu Zabo. Wan 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 wan. Namo Dhammando Buddho na na wan. Namo Dhammando Buddho na na wan. Namo Dhammando Buddho na na wan. Namo many Tathagata. Namo purity Tathagata. Namo wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Namo sweet King Tathagata. Namo Amitabha Tathagata. Namo many just Tathagata. Namo purity Tathagata. Namo wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Namo sweet you King Tathagata. Namo Amita Tathagata. Namo many Jews Tathagata. Namo teacher Tathagata. Namo wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Namo sweet King Tathagata. Namo Amita Tathagata. May this mantras bless this purest Dharma food. This many as the Ganges and may they be content renouncing all the greed, swiftly leaving darkness born the pure land, taking refuge with the treasures being deep for the body mind of the manly realizing and suppressed awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbounded for all time, sharing with all Buddhist sufferings of Dharma food. May these mantras bless these gifts of Dharma food, giving to all sentient beings many as the Ganges, and may they be content renouncing all the greed, sweetly leaving darkness born the pure land, taking refuge with the treasures bringing for the body mind of the manly realizing and suppressed awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbounded for all time, sharing with all sentient beings offerings of Dharma food. May these mantras bless these droplets of sweet dew. Spirits many as the Ganges sands, may they be content renouncing God the great, swiftly leaving darkness born the pure land, taking refuge with the treasures bring for the body mind. Realizing and suppressed awakening, may their merit and their virtue be unbounded for all, sharing with all lonely spirits offerings of Dharma food. To you many faithful Buddhists, we now make this offering. May this food pervade and quarters of all faithful Buddhists share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to faithful Buddhists so you realize Buddhahood. To you many sentient beings, we now make this offering. May this food pervade and quarters of all sentient beings share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to sentient beings so you realize Buddhahood. To you many lonely spirits, we now make this offering. May this food pervade and quarters of all lonely spirits share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere. The spirits of you realize Buddhahood, and Muriring Zabo, and Muriring Zabo, and Muriring Zabo, and Yenan Zanboa, Pajalayo, Nan Yenan Zanboa, Pajalayo, Nan Yenan Zanboa, Pajalayo. The heart of Prajna Paramita Sutra. When Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara was practicing the profound Prajna Paramita, illuminate the five skandhas and saw they were empty, and he crossed beyond all suffering and difficulty. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. Form itself is emptiness, emptiness itself is form. So to our feeling, cognition, formation, and consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are empty of characteristics. They're not produced, not destroyed, not defiled, not pure, and they neither increase nor diminish. Therefore, in emptiness there is no form, feeling, cognition, formation, or consciousness. No eyes, ears, no stun, body, or mind. No sight, sound, smell, states, objects of touch, or dharmas. No view the eyes only, including no field of mind consciousness, and no ignorance of any of ignorance, up to including knowledge and death. or ending of all age and death. There is no suffering, no accumulating, no extinction in no way, no understanding and no attaining, because nothing is attained. The Bodhisattva, Puranzon Prajna Paramita, his infinity is mind, because there is no impediment, he is not afraid. And he leaves this world dream thinking far behind, ultimately nirvana. All Buddhas of the three periods of time, Adena Nudarak Samyak Sambodhi, from Ranzon Prajna Paramita. Therefore know that Prajna Paramita is a great spiritual mantra, a great bright mantra, supreme mantra, unequal mantra, carrying all false, suffering and genuine not false. That is why the mantra of Prajna Paramita was spoken. We recite like this. Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha. End of the art of Prajna Paramita Sutra. Namo Amitabha Yedoto Jedo Yedori Yeta Amiridampo Amirido Sidanpo Vi Amirido Bijara Amirido Bijarando Jemini Jejeno Jedo Jarisapo Namo Amitabha Yedoto Jedo Yedori Yeta Amirido Vi Amirido Sidanpo Amirido Bijarandi, Amirido Bijaranda, Jemini Jejeno Jedo Jari Sabo, Namo Amidobo, Yedodo Jedo, Dori Yeda, Amirido Bo, Amirido Zidambo, Amirido Bijaranda. Amirido Bijarando, Jemini Jejeno Jedo Jari Sabo. May all the four kinds of beings reach the jewel land, and the beings of all three realms be born from mother's womb. May all the myriad gods attain the threefold worthiness, and the countless angels ones descended and crowned. Amitabha's body is the color of gold. The splendor of his alma has no peak. The light of his brow shines round and on the world. Wise as the seas are his eyes, pure and clear, shining in his brilliant bright transformation, are countless bodhisattvas and infinite Buddhas. His 48 vows will be our liberation. In 9 lotus stages we reach the farther shore. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land, kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land, kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land, kind and compassionate Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. 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 Amidobo, 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 Amidobo. Midobo, Amidobo, 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 Amidobo. Okay, so this concludes our evening ceremony. Tomorrow we start again our whole day of practice. Begin in the morning at 4 a.m. morning ceremony, and we do whole schedule like every day. So hopefully you can join us and rejoice the Dharma together. So have a good rest of the evening, a good night, and see you tomorrow. Amitofo.